Guys, I have an absolute tragedy to explain. Okay. So, this is going to be a really long segment. It's probably going to be the full episode. So just letting you guys know that is the case. So just get ready for a very, very long piece. It's been 4 months since the previous episode in your guys' time. Let me explain why before we get into everything that I missed. So I have tended to start trying to keep the videos that I record on a separate external drive, just in case I ever lose my computer, because I've had in the past times where my laptop dies and I lose all the videos I had on there and I have to cancel series or on other computers my drive dies and whatever. There's been times I've lost videos because of corruption before, or because of losing the computer and having to switch it. So because of that, I've started to keep most of my videos, or I move them in batches. I move them over to an external drive where they'll be safe even if I lose my computer. So I've been trying to do that a lot for My Singing Monsters, and I was really good about it while I was still posting Subnautica and Decked Out. While my channel was a lot more active, I was a lot better at that. And those series ended back in May or June or something like that. Just for your guys' reference, it's currently October 4th when I'm recording this. Of course, I still do have, or it's actually October 5th. I do have still a backlog of videos that I've got to upload, so this will not be coming out anytime soon. If I were to guess, this video will be coming out sometime in December, because that's how many videos I have. But after I finished Subnautica and Decked Out, which was around the same time, I kind of put my channel on the back burner because I got a new job and I've been focusing on that. So I haven't been focusing a lot on videos. Of course, I still record My Singing Monsters, but I haven't been great with managing the files or anything, or editing regularly or anything like that. Apparently, that also included me not being good at moving the videos from my computer to the external drive. Because I hadn't moved any since June. June 10th was the last video that I recorded, and that was moved to my external drive. So, the worst happened. I did lose my drive. My drive was corrupted in my computer. I had to go get it fixed. They said that they couldn't recover it. It was not repairable. I wasn't going to get anything back from it. I said, that's fine, because everything that I store on it, I usually back up to my external drive. Thinking that, I don't know, maybe at most I lost like 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks of videos. But yeah, I came home, checked out my external drive, and the last video I had was from June, and it's now October. So 4 months of videos are gone. And that included a lot. I don't even know where we were in the game 4 months ago. So for the sake of thoroughness, I'm going to... Is thoracity a word? Why did I want to say thoracity? For the sake of being thorough... Why am I eating? I'm stupid. Okay. For the sake of being thorough, I'm just going to show you guys literally everything like that's special, because I'm sure some of it you guys missed. But yeah, we're going to go island by island, and I'm just going to show you every rare, every epic, every seasonal, every ethereal, the rare wellboxes, the wellboxes, whatever, all of it. I'm going to show it to you guys. I don't think we even woken up Gold Island wellbox yet. I don't think we've done half of the Wublins that we have now. I don't think we've done it, like any of the Amber Island. I think the last clip from last episode was an Amber Island clip, and we had like 2 monsters on there or something. Anyway, yeah, so we're just gonna go island by island and look through a bunch of stuff. So let's see here. First of all, you'll see, I don't think that you guys saw that we got Epic Entbrat. This was the very first Epic 4 element that we got. We got really lucky getting it. Don't remember when this was. I'm not going to have a timeline for you guys at all, but I do remember that this was the very first epic 4-element we've gotten. We got, which I think we only have one other instance of that. So I'll show you guys that later. We have 4 ghasts here now. I don't know if we did before. Probably not. There's been a couple of like ethereal sales, or not sales, but like boosted breeding chance. A couple of those. So we got a couple ghasts. Unfortunately, no rare ghasts or anything like that. We've done a couple of purchases from the Star Shop. When like rare trios come through, I'll sometimes purchase stuff with star power. Right now we have a ton, and I'll show you why for that in a while. But yeah, I think I bought rare Drumpler. Pretty sure I bought rare Shrub as well. We bred epic Drumpler, epic T-Rocks here. Got a lot of rares. Just take a look. Got epic Clamble here. We actually have a rare T-Rocks just in the breeder right now. But I don't believe... Oh, look, we're like almost at 12 hours here. I guess I was on at 2 last night. Yeah, I was. That's right. Yeah, so we don't need this at all. So I'll explain why we don't... Like, we're at a point now where we're getting rares and we don't actually... Okay, well, we'll do that. But, yeah, we're at the point now where we're breeding rares and we're just deleting them because we seriously don't need them. Because we only need 3 copies of every rare, max. So, for example, we have rare T-Rocks and we're keeping it on the island. And then if we come to our rare Wubbox, which I put this down because we had so many, like, bonus rares taking up space in the hotel that, like, I was like, we need to just put rare Wubbox down and start putting them in because I don't have space in the hotel. So we bought a rare Wubbox, and this is what we've filled so far. These are the repeats that we've had on this island. So, like I said, we have rare T-Rocks down on the island, then we have it in here already. So that means the third one, which would be this one, would actually go to our rare Gold Island Wubbox because rare Wubbox on Gold Island needs one of every rare monster to be taken from whichever island it's on. So yeah, I'm gonna just be eating a Frosty while I do this. So sorry for the mouth sounds. If you hear any of that, it's probably gross. But I'm hungry. But I needed to record this right now. Yeah. So the reason I'd be getting rid of this T-Rocks is because I actually have the 3rd rare T-Rocks on Air Island. I got it there first. So, meaning, I don't need 3 on every... I think we've covered this before on a video, but I don't need 3 on every island. I need 2 on every island, and I need a 3rd copy of one on at least one of the, like, natural islands. So, because I already have the 3rd one on Air Island, I don't need a 3rd one here because the one from Air Island is going to be the one that I use in Rare Wubbox. I don't need a 3rd one here because then I'd have 2 that would be going to Rare Wubbox, and I don't need 2 in Rare Wubbox. I only need 1. So, therefore, we're done with Rare T-Roxes, so I would normally just be incubating this and then selling it, but I decided also to start throwing these guys into some rare Wublins because I thought we shouldn't be just wasting... Here we go. I don't think that we should be just wasting all of our extra rares. So I think I'm gonna... I'm so brain dead. I'm so dumb. That was so stupid. Wow. Okay. Well, we did need that for Zinth. I think I'm going to skip down to Wublin Island just to show you guys, because I think there's going to be other examples of me wanting to do that. So this is what Wublin Island is looking like now. As you can see here, we've got quite a few of them. I'm not actually filling this one. I was just discarding eggs to that. So yeah, we've gotten all of these guys, and including Zinth. But right now, Zinth is asleep. And so... typically what I do is make a second copy of each of these guys first. Like I would have a second Zinth, and that's the one that I'd be sending rares to, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. I wanted to unlock all of these guys before we started doing rares, But now that we're getting to the point where I'm just selling rares, I'm like, we might as well be using them because there's no like timer on these guys. You know, you can kind of just put rares in here. So like rare octopus I put in because we had an extra one on Sugarbush Island. And then I think I'm about to get a rare Kongle, so I'll probably be able to put that in. I could have just put that rare T-Rex in, but then I accidentally incubated it because I'm an idiot. But yeah, so we will need a second Zinth because then we're going to have Zinth and then rare Zinth. And we're actually going to need a third Zinth because we're going to need Zinth, rare Zinth, epic Zinth. Which I don't even know what eggs you need for epic Zinth. And then technically, I'm going to need 6 copies of all of them, really, because then I'll need the Zinth that goes into the Wubbox for this island. Then I'll need the rare Zinth for the rare Wubbox on this island, and then I'll need the epic Zinth for the epic Wubbox on this island. Actually, I don't think epic Wubbox exists yet, does it? No, it doesn't. That's good, at least. How do you even do that? I don't even know how to do that. Anyway, but it will. By the time we're done with this series, epic Wubbox definitely will exist. But yeah, this is what Wublin Island looks like now, guys, and I don't remember what it looked like the last time you guys saw it. I'm sure we only had a few. So again, I'm sorry that you've missed so much, but it is what it is. I can't get that stuff back, so this is what we have. But yeah, I did all of these. They're mostly easy. The timer usually never gets too close unless I've like missed days. Yeah, they're typically pretty easy. I think the only ones that I've struggled with are like the Amber Island ones and the Celestial Island one, and I'll talk about Celestial Island in a second. But anyway, heading over to Cold Island. Let's check it out here. We've got our... I'm just getting 4 of every Ethereal on every island because it's really good money. And plus, I want to have 2 common, 1 rare, 1 epic eventually, like one day. Oh, also, if you're wondering why we have so many diamonds, we do make a lot of diamonds right now, but also I bought a big diamond pack for like 20 bucks the other day, and I'll explain why once we get to Ethereal Workshop. But yeah, so we have a ton, and we're kind of sustaining around 1,000, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so eventually I want to have 4 of every Ethereal, but 1 will be rare, 1 will be epic. But anyway, for the time being, we might as well have those. Let me see, what else? So we got like epic, epic Furcorn, epic Mammoth, epic Sponge. I think we already had epic Sponge. Epic Thumpies are probably new. What else? Epic Maw over here. Not sure. Here's how our Wubbox is doing. These are the ones that we have repeats of already. So I got repeats of all of these guys. We're actually doing really well on this one, which is pretty cool. So there's that. And then, do we have any ones that we're saving for? Actually, we have a lot that we're saving for rare Gold Island Wubbox. So these are the triple repeats of some things, and we got a lot of triple repeats. So this means that we already have it on the island, already have it in a rare Wubbox on this island. So these are the ones that we'd be sending over to Gold Island for rare Wubbox, which is pretty cool because we covered a couple of the 1 elements, which is nice. And then a couple of the 3, or actually 3 of the 3 elements from this island we have covered here. Excuse me, covered here. So that's nice too. And then the big thing. So I don't even remember if we had Common Yule yet. Oh, and I don't remember if Wubbox is awake, so there's Wubbox. I don't remember if we had Common Yule yet back in June. I'm pretty sure we didn't. I think we got it in an off-season sale. Common Yule. So we actually had a Common Yule here, but I've since, like what you guys have missed have been me breeding Common Yule, placing Common Yule, having Common Yule here for a while, then getting Rare Yule in another like off-season sale, and then moving our Common Yule to Seasonal Shanty because we wanted to unlock more things on Seasonal Shanty. So that's why only Rare Yule is here. And unfortunately, even though I don't need more than 1 Rare Yule, I actually, in an attempt to breed a new Common Yule, I have now bred another Rare Yule. So I guess I'll just send this one over to Seasonal Shanty, even though it would be easy enough to just breed a rare Yule on Seasonal Shanty, so there's no reason for me to send it. But there's also nowhere else that I'd send this guy. I mean, I guess I could send it to Coliseum, but who would do that? So yeah, so that's where I'm at with this. I only have rare Yule here. Pretty cool, and the fact that we got 2 of them is absolutely crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm also gonna do this, and hope that it's Kongal. Oh, of course it's not. Okay, all right. So here's a question: do we unlock another one of these guys, put it to sleep on Wublin Island? I think I will. 3 keys. Yeah, that's not that bad. What's the inventory look like? Oh, that's actually. Oh, there's multiple of these. I see. That's a little tough. But again, there's no timer on these, so that's kind of nice. So I need another one of those actually. Anyway, let's see what we got here. So I'm looking for this. I want my common Yule back, because obviously we need 2, or I guess I think I'm doing 1 common, 1 rare, 1 epic is what I want for the seasonals on each island. So I want my common Yule back, and I'm not getting it. I got a rare Yule that I don't need. So that's kind of silly. Oh yeah, by the way, the breeding thing is like totally different now, and that's as of like literally 3 days ago. They just made that update. And I think it's pretty cool. I don't like how you have to watch that little animation before you can see the result, because it used to be immediate. But anyway, here's a new monster. I'll talk about those new monsters in a while once we get to the Magic Islands. Okay, here you're gonna notice some pretty crazy stuff. So I'll start with just like the epics. We've got epic scups here. We've got, it's kind of it actually for the epic like normal natural monsters. But the big things you'll notice, boom, rare Schmoochel, so that's really cool to have. And then here's our normal Schmoochel. We still need epic Schmoochel here. Oh, I guess we do need 2 we do need 2 commons of the seasonals, just for some symmetry on Gold Island, because we need 4 of each type of monster. 4 Yules, 2 commons, 1 rare, 1 epic on Gold Island. So I guess, yeah, we do actually need to get 2 common Yules, and we need another 1 normal Schmoochel. Which I had before I replaced it with this guy, and I don't know why, but I sent our second rare Schmoochel, or common Schmoochel, over to Coliseum, because I was like, oh, I don't need this anymore, and then I realized later that I did need it for Gold Island, so just for the symmetry. Anyway, rare Schmoochel here, very cool. Look at this one. Epic Hula right there, which is crazy that we have an epic seasonal. Got super lucky with that. And then look at this. Epic Rebro. That is an epic Ethereal. So that's also really, really cool. We've gotten really lucky on Air Island. Air Island's kind of been our big one here. In terms of our Whatbox progress, we've got a couple of things in here. Not a ton, not as much as Cold Island, but a few good things. Riff is a big one. And then these are the ones that we're saving for Gold Island. So like I said, the reason we didn't need that one on Plant Island is because I already have the 3rd one here, and then I've got a 3rd riff here as well. But right now, I am trying for, I guess, either normal common Hula or rare Hula. Either one would be useful, because well, actually, I don't need a second common Hula for the symmetry on Gold Island, because there's also Hulas on Earth Island. That's like a kind of a rare case, though. It would be fine if we got a second one. So, kind of, there it is. That's crazy. Okay. And then also, this is like the last chance for, like, this is the last day, right? Yeah, this is the very last day for all of these chances. So I really wanted a rare Hula, but no. Okay. But we got an extra common one, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, heading on to Water Island. Let's check out what we've got going on here. So yeah, here's our second epic 4 element. So we've got our epic Shelby right here. That's really cool to have. Very nice. Got an epic Dandy-Doo there. Again, 4 ethereals. No rares, no epics there this time. Finally got our rare Reedling on this island the other day. So that's kind of cool. Any other epics? We got an Anglo. I don't remember if we had that or not. We got an epic Reedling. We had epic Reedling before we had rare Reedling for a long time. In fact, we might have already had epic Reedling in the last clip that you guys have seen. For rare Wellbox on this island, this is what we've got. A couple of the 3 elements, got the 4 elements. Yeah, got quite a few here, which is pretty cool. And then in here, we've got Toe Jammer, I know. Oh yeah, Scups. And so the good thing is that we almost have, I think only, I think Chorister is the only 4 element that we don't have reserved for rare Gold Island Webbox, which is pretty cool to have all that. And then here we're trying. So right now, the reason, by the way, I kind of forgot to mention this. So typically they'll do like out of season sales for the seasonals, where they'll like feature 1 seasonal at a time. But it's been anniversary month. September was anniversary month. And so every week they would feature 3 islands, and each of those 3 islands would feature its seasonals. And then for this week, which is the first week of October, they have had every single rare and epic, including ethereals. Like, look at this. Including ethereals and mythicals, every single rare and epic from every island ever. So literally everything is out right now. So what I've been trying is the seasonals on every island, because I think the seasonals are in the shop the least. And so that is what I've been focusing on. And we actually successfully got a common Blabbit here. I do want 2 more chances at Blabbit. I want a rare one, obviously. So let's just, I think I'm going to rush this. We got so many diamonds, we might as well use some. I'm glad we got Blabbit back. Again, I think you guys have not seen Blabbit on this island. I've already had a Blabbit here, but again, I moved it to Seasonal Shanty. I also had a Punkleton. I forgot to mention that. I had a Punkleton that I moved to Seasonal Shanty. So I've moved, even when there was only 1 copy, I've moved them to Seasonal Shanty because I wanted to be able to start breeding on those islands. So here is the last chance here. Oh, great. That is 100% a rare that we do not need. It is either rare Toe Jammer, which we already have a copy of. What else would it be? It's these 2, right? Rare Toe Jammer or rare Tweedle. And both of those we have. We have rare Tweedle ready for Wellbox on Cold Island and rare Toe Jammer right here. So whatever it is, hopefully we'll be able to send it to a Wublin, and I hope it's one of the 2 Wublins that we already have asleep. Anyway, over to Earth Island. Here, we're also trying for Hula. This will be our last day. I'd love a rare Hula. I guess I'd love a second common Hula, but I'd mostly love a rare Hula. So let's hope for that. Boom. Nothing. If anything, just give me a rare Pango. Boom. Oh, that's, wow. That's 2 common Hulas that we've gotten, which I guess is pretty cool. I would have preferred rares, but oh yeah, and then let me check out other things. Epic Clamble here. We've got our double here. Probably didn't have that yet. Some rares. I think I bought this rare Shrub. Here's a rare Chorister that we probably didn't have. Epic Pango, we got that like a few weeks ago. Besides that, I don't think much else. Of course, again, I put my rare Wellbox down here because we had so many things sitting in the hotel. So I moved them all in here. Not doing too hot on that one, so And like I said, we haven't even gotten a second rare chorister yet. Here's a couple things that we have triples of that are ready for Gold Island, but we haven't even gotten a second rare chorister yet, so we don't even have the one for here, let alone the one here, like on the other islands. But yeah, that's Earth Island. Over to Sugarbush Island, we've got a special thing to place down. So, Vivine was actually included in this. I mean, like I said, every seasonal, every rare, every epic, every seasonal, every ethereal, everything has been out on every island for this whole week. And today is the last day. Vivine was, I was lucky enough to get Vivine from that. So that is a I think the very last common that we needed for this island. And I'm going to put her right there. Even though she's like behind the thing. Oh, it's just good if I make her level 10. Boop. There we go. You can see her. Very nice. Na, 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 na. Okay. And we've got another rare octopus on this island, which we do not need. Should I do this? 5 keys. I think we should. Ugh. Whoa. That's a big one. But that gives a lot of possibility for sending things. Okay. And then we're going to try the combo one more time in hopes of a rare Vivine right there. Or an epic mammoth. That would be cool too. So let's see what we get. That is either Sugarbush or Sugar Joe or whatever that is. And last but not least, that's another rare octopus. Holy crap. Well, maybe I needed 2 on the thing. I didn't accidentally... Yeah, okay. Oh. I don't like her. Okay. Gonna skip the Coliseum. Like I said, I just moved Schmoochel there. I don't find the Coliseum fun, and we're not gonna focus on it at all for the rest of the series. So, okay, big changes here. I think I'm pretty sure Ethereal Island was pretty empty the last time you guys saw it. Once I got duplicates of Ethereals and I started moving them here, it started moving really fast, filling it out. But yeah, so here we've got every monster, so that's the main thing. We've got all of the monsters. Plus, we even bred a Monculus the last time they were in the shop. Not this time, but the last time. So we've got a Monculus as well. My castle isn't upgraded enough to have this be symmetrical right now. Like, I have 2 Voodoos here, and I want 2 over here. I've got 3 Feng Preys, and I want 4. A couple other things, I think. But... right, we've got the rare Nebulob right there. We've got a rare Geode right here. A rare Ghast right there. A rare Humbug right here. Whose eyes factor because of how small the detail is. That's kind of funny. Oh, we've also got rare Dragong. We just got that not that long ago. And this is all... Typically, I get these rares. Oh, and rare Oraculele too. I forgot about that. Typically, I get these rares by trying for like an epic and then failing and getting a rare. And that's actually exactly what's happening right now. So, for example, the 2 things that are in the breeder right now are actually completely useless to me. Both of them. Because I had already gotten a duplicate rare Nebulob, and then I just got a duplicate rare Geode, and now I have a rare Geode and a rare Nebulob right here. So I don't need either of them. The reason I only need 2 on this island is because we don't need to send it to like a rare Gold Island Wubbox or anything. We just need extra rares on this island for... We need a second... 1 duplicate of a rare on this island for rare Wubbox, and that's all we need. I'm gonna rush this with a diamond. And yeah, we're selling this. Goodbye. I really hope they don't change it late in the future. But yeah, I want one more chance at making a second Monculus or a rare Monculus. That's what we're trying for. This is rare Monculus right there. Here we go. That is a normal Nebulob. Okay. No problem. But at least we got the rare Geode from this round. I mean, we got a second one too that I didn't need, but whatever. Sorry about the beeping. It's getting hot in here, so I need to turn my fan on. This is a big one. This is a really big one. Okay, so we've done every monster on this island. Again, I don't know where we were before in June. I think we had a few, but not a lot. But yes, we even got Bamibeth, so that is the big thing. Besides that, besides getting every monster, you'll also see that we have rares. So here's a couple of rares right here. A couple of rare Ethereal Workshop monsters, which didn't exist the last time you guys were here. This is a very recent development. So along with featuring 3 islands to have all of the seasonals and the mythicals and the rares and stuff, like I said, through the month of September, through Anniversary Month, they also aligned with featuring one of 5 monsters on this island to be rare, and now in this week they have all 5 of them here again. So you can see here we've got rare Meepkin, rare Gadzooks, rare Ogler, rare Yorick, and rare Blairet. And I have gotten rare Yorick and rare Blairet, and I'm working on rare Ogler right now, and in theory we should actually get it right now, and I'll show you how it works. But I have gripes with this system. It seems a little desperate. I talked about this a lot in an episode that's now lost. The way that this works does seem a little bit desperate. It seems like my single Big Blue Bubble is basically just making its player base spend money. That's the best way I can really describe it. And here's why. So the way that this works is you come to this thing and you select the monster that you want to tune up. For example, I mean, for the last 5 weeks, it's been very easy to select them because there's only been 1 out. But right now, since all 5 of them are out, it's got a list of the 5, and you could just click on one of them and confirm it. And that means you are now trying to tune up that monster. That means it takes it off of the island, so it puts it here. And then what you do, now that you have that guy there, you come to attune, and it shows up here, and you have to attune these Meebs to one of the elements that it has. So for example, today Plasma is at the shortest, and I haven't gotten the rare Plasma attunement yet, so I'm going to be trying for Plasma. But basically how it works is, so I'll take this, I'll take that, and I'll attune it to Plasma, and now I've got the 5-hour thing. If I was playing this normally, this would be my only chance, because like the way that I usually play it, I log on once, I just set a Meeb to attune, and then I move on, and then I log in tomorrow. You cannot do that, because it is not I thought it was a guarantee. It's not a guarantee. It is a chance, and it's a very low chance at that. It seems to be like 1 in 10. I mean, there have been times before I've had to spend 15, 20 before I got it. So this is the reason that I bought this diamond pack, because, and I fell for their trap, because basically the only way to do it is to sit here and speed them up. Because otherwise, see, I didn't get it that time. It would have shown me that I did, but this was just a normal attunement of Hazard to Plasma, and that's it. So I have to go back to attune, click it again, and by the way, it adds a 10,000 shard cost on top of what it already costs each time you do this. So it's not very very cheap that way either. So then I try it again, and I rush it, and we click it, and I didn't get it, and so then we come back, and I do it. So again, you have to do this for all 3 of the elements that this monster has. So I had to do it yesterday for the Hazard one. It only took me 3 yesterday, which is great. So that was only 15 diamonds here, because it's 5 each. And I'm planning, oh, by the way, the reason you can't just wait is because these guys are only out for a week. So it takes 5 days just to circle back around. So for example, if I just left that first Plasma attunement and then came back tomorrow, I'd have to wait another, and it wasn't successful, then I'd have to wait another 5 days to just try one more time. So basically it forces you to just rush it like this, or else you're not going to get it within the 7-day window. Like, there's no way to do it without spending diamonds. I get it. It's a good business model. It does seem a little desperate. I feel like it should be a pretty much guaranteed, or maybe like 1 in 2 or 1 in 3 chance, rather than like a 1 in 10. But let's see how many we have to do. Let's do that. This is number 3. Just if you're keeping count, didn't get it. Select a different one, like that. Number 4, didn't get it. Number 5, got it. Okay, so that took 5. That's 25 diamonds. But yeah, it basically forces you to spend money, which I don't like, but I get it. Can't really do much about it. And there it is, Rare Ogler. I really wanted this one, so I'm glad that we got it. Because Ogler's my favorite monster on this island. But yeah, we're not going to try for any of the other 2. They're only out for another day, so actually I wouldn't even be able to. I mean, I could. Oh, why do you get Broken Heart? Why do you get Broken Heart? That was weird. Yeah, I could, technically, because I could, like, select another guy. Like, I could select Meebkin, and then I could come here. Oh, I guess they're out for another 2 days. And then I could come here and I could do it, even though they're not closest, but it's most cost-effective to do it closest, because back here you'd have to spend 20 diamonds per rush. Here you'd have to spend 10, and then here you only have to spend 5. So I've just been waiting until they're at the front, and then do it on that corresponding day. And that way, I've gotten these 3 rares, so that's pretty cool. And we've got those under the belt, and that's very nice. But anyway, so now I'm kind of trying to just get duplicates of things. I'm not going to do any right now. I'm just going to move on. But yeah, that's where we're at with Ethereal Workshop. Pretty cool. Yeah, I know. I just got one. Hello. Here, we are just trying for Gobbledygourd. I did catch a glimpse of what this looked like in June. We did not yet have Rare Tring, and we have 2 of them now. One of them obviously will be for Rare Wellbox, so that's pretty cool. I don't think we had these Bazingas yet. We've got 2. Maybe didn't have Epic Kana, probably. Rare Barb. I know that we had just... in the clip I said we got Epic Flugel, so I hadn't shown it to you guys yet, but this was like the most recent thing. And we've since gotten Rare Flugel. Got an Epic Glowl over here. Rare Barb, Rare Glowl, Rare Stog, Rare Kana. Lots of rares. In fact, this whole side is rare, which is pretty cool. In fact, we're like almost done with rares on this island. 14 of 18 is insane. Especially, yeah, we literally only have, of natural monsters, we only have Repetillo to get. Then it's just the fire expansion and then the, yeah, that's crazy. Wow. Okay. Speaking of, I really hope we get Gobbledygourd today, but this is the last time that we can. I just want a common one. I don't even want a rare one. I mean, obviously I'll take a rare one, but I'm just looking for a common one. I haven't gotten on either island. Oh yeah, but we don't have a rare wall box down for this one yet. We probably should, because I think I'm getting some build up here. Got, yeah, all of these guys need to be put into rare wall box. These are not saved for rare gold island wall box, because you can't do that on the fire islands. So you're not going to see any triple duplicates anymore, because from here forward you can't send anything to gold island. So those are all for rare wall box there. So we do need to buy that and put it down so that we can get those guys out. We have actually, so we haven't activated Wellbox on Firehaven yet, but we have activated it here. Additionally, we have a rare Snizer now. I don't think I had that yet. And here's a couple of other rares. We've got one of our Cherubbles here as well. Oh yeah, we've gotten Spirit. I don't think we had that. I have him on mute because I think his sound is really ugly. I hate it. We've got an Epic Kongle here, which is pretty neat. I think that's the only epic we have on this island. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm not trying for Spirit right now. This is another instance of there's 2 seasonals on this island. I'm trying for Gobbledygourd because we've never gotten a Gobbledygourd on any island before. Since we already have a Spirit, I'm not really trying for that. But this is the very last attempt that I have at it, and it doesn't sound like I'm getting it. Shut up. Nope. That's a bummer. But yeah, look at this one. I do love the beat breakdown of that. Over to Mythical Island, let's see what we've gotten. We've gotten quite a few things. We've got a lot of rares that you guys haven't seen yet. So here's a few. We've got Rare Cherubble over here. Rare Strombonin. That is not a rare nerve. That's just a nerve of the costume, even though it looks like a rare nerve. Rare Gajube. This is an epic hehehe. Actually, hold on. Give me a second. Alright, we're getting there, people. We're getting there. So I guess it's also worth mentioning that a lot of these islands were probably also not organized the last time you guys saw them. So that's another change, just, you know, duplicating a bunch of things, getting on both sides. Obviously, we're going to replace each thing with its rare version or its epic version or whatever, like we are on all of the islands. Some of the likes are down on the side too, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, just got rare Bazinga, like just got it last week, I think, when Firehaven was one of the featured islands. And then right now, I'm doing this combo, but we can't do it again today because these guys take so long. That combo could have gotten us rare, it could have gotten us rare this guy, whatever it's called, Weasel, I think. So it could have gotten that guy, could have gotten there was like an epic combo, I think, I don't remember, but you know, everything's out. Oh, it could have gotten us rare Catalyst too. Pretty sure it was epic Trouble could have gotten us, so could have gotten us a lot of stuff, but it didn't get us any of it because it sucks. But here's our epic which we got some months ago, honestly. So maybe you already saw that, but I don't think so. It was just like a random Earth Island sale or something like that. Alright, over to Light Island. We were trying for rare bloat here. The reason I wasn't trying for Whizbang is because we've already gotten some Whizbangs and we already have one here. But Whizbang is the seasonal for this island. But I was trying for rare bloat instead because this is actually the only island where we don't have the rare of the 4 element yet. But unfortunately we did not get it, and now it is going out of the shop tomorrow, so we're not going to be able to get it. So that stinks. But here's a couple things. We've gotten an epic Potbelly here, which is cool. We've gotten, like I said, a Whizbang. Oh, I bought this, so because those are like, it's like the featured fire expansion monsters rares. Again, I don't remember if we've already seen this, but like I said, I have a ton of star power, like a lot. So a lot. So yeah, I do buy things with the star power quite often. So I bought this guy when he was half off in the star shop. Obviously, he's not typically in the star shop. Oh, actually, right now they are. But here, they're at full price. But when they're featured, they're at half price. So I bought this guy for $7,500. I could totally buy either of these right now, but I'm not gonna, because I do want to wait until they're at half price. I'm sure Light Island will get featured again, or those specific monsters will get featured again, and I'll be able to buy them again. But yeah, that's it for Light Island. Here we've got the... Oh, by the way, on Light Island, so there's these guys. In fact, it's out right now, isn't it? Here it is. So there's these guys. This guy's called Shimmer. He just came out this week. These are basically the Ethereals of the Magic Islands. So I think we had definitely already gotten Owlesk. That was the first one that came out. It's on Fairy Island. Owlesk came out a long time ago, and I think we'd already gotten it. And then Harry and Net came out on Psychic Island, and you'll see that we do have one of those as well, right here. So yeah, they're like the Ethereals, and I said a while ago, I think when we got a third duplicate of Owlesk accidentally, I was like, I'm tempted to keep this third copy of it, but I doubt that they're going to be used in webboxes, and I doubt that there's going to be like an Ethereal Island style kind of thing for these guys, so I'm not going to keep it. Well, I was wrong. This week, they did actually release a new island that is essentially just Ethereal Island, but for these guys, these Magic Island Ethereals, essentially. Because Arcornia, or whatever it's called, for Bone Island came out like last month, and now this week Shimmer came out along with the island. And now they've made it so that you can send these guys to that island, just like Ethereal Island. You can send them there, and then they have their own breeding recipes where combining them together across islands makes new monsters. So I'm actually going to, with you guys right now, get this guy up to level 15 and transpose him. Yes. Right. That's a lot of food. Okay. Level 18. It hurts. Look at how much that was. That was 6 million food right there, just to get it from 13 to 18. But yeah, we're gonna yoink that guy, even though he's our only copy of Harriet. Ooh. Oh yeah, I knew that. Yeah, he's our only copy of Harriet. We did actually have 2 Owlesques on Fairy Island, so we still have Owlesque, but we don't have Harriet on that island anymore. So we'll have to spend some time getting it back on Psychic Island, and then we of course need to get Shimmer and Arcornia on the other 2 islands as soon as possible. But I'll do that once the rares are gone from the shops. But anyway, so now these 2 are going to be here, and we'll be able to start trying to breed them to try to make, that would be this one and this one. So it would be Scallyrags, I think. And there's something a little bit silly. So wait, hold on. But this isn't like every combo, though. Yeah, there's Arcornia. So all 4 of them can be put on here, but they don't have all 4 of the combos yet. They only have Owlesque and Harriet, and then Owlesque and Arcornia. They don't have Shimmer yet used in any of these breeding recipes. And then they have the triple element of all 3 of those guys together. But what's silly about this? This is probably the silliest thing I've ever seen in this game. But let's pull up the thing. So BB No Money is now featured in My Single Monsters, and I don't know how they got this partnership. I don't know. BB No Money just pops up in like it just everywhere. I don't know why he's everywhere. I don't know how they got this partnership. I guess it's no different than the partnership they did with like the guy that sang the Sugarbush song, because they had him sing Sugarbush on Plant Island, and then they did like featured his song on Lover Money, I think it's called. They featured his song on Sugarbush Island, and it's Shoo-be-doo, na 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 na. It actually goes Lover Money. So I don't know if it's gonna be an existing BB No Money song or if they made a new one for this. I can't tell from Owlesque alone, so I guess I'll figure that out as we put things together. But once we get Scallyrags, because I'm pretty sure Scallyrags is BB No Money, like it's his voice. So we're gonna see, I guess, what the vibe is. I think that's so funny. But anyway, so yeah, just ripped Harriet off of this island. We no longer have that. We also, that means now have, this is less. Yeah, we need another common to squeeze in here. I'll just put Periscorp in here. There we go. We're close to getting this thing all the way up, but we need more epics on this island. Speaking of, we got Epic Flower here. Got some rares that you probably haven't seen. I don't remember if we had rare Gloptic yet. A couple other rares here. Rare Periscorp, which is new. Rare Tapricorn. Rare Ruba. Rare Bonkers. And then you'll see up here that we actually have a couple of repeat. Oh, and then also I bought this rare Fire Expansion Monster when it was half price. But yeah, we've got some repeat rares up here, and that's because there aren't rare wall boxes on this island, but there is Magical Nexus, and so we'll need a rare copy of each magical monster, each monster that has a magical element in it. So, for example, I don't need a repeat copy of Flower on this island, but I do need a repeat copy of Bonkers, because Bonkers actually has the psychic element, whereas Flower does not, or Flower does not. Excuse me. I don't remember what this is. I think it's literally just Periscorp. Let's see, that would have been 16 hours, which would have made, and it's been 12, almost 13. Yeah, so this would be a normal Periscorp. I don't think I'm gonna rush that. This is our, oh, and we've got Bookworm, which is pretty cool too. That's a seasonal for this island. Again, I'm not gonna move this over to Seasonal Shanty. I moved all of the natural island monster seasonals over to Seasonal Shanty because it's not possible to breed them on Seasonal Shanty. You have to move them. But it is possible to breed the other seasonals, like the ones that aren't on the natural islands, it is possible to breed those on seasonal shanty using the original 5. So I'm not gonna move our 1 bookworm over because I'll just breed her instead. So we've got one more chance at getting a rare bookworm. Would be awesome, or a normal one. Neither one. Okay, it's fine. No problem. We might as well. Ugh, I don't really want to spend 4 diamonds though, when I could just spend 3 in 4 minutes. But I'm probably gonna forget to come back to it. Here on Fairy Island, we've got a couple of rares. We now have rare platy, which is cool. Like I said, rare bloat is the only rare 4 element we don't have on the magical islands. We've gotten a rare squote, and then we actually have a backup rare squote, which we will send to Magical Nexus pretty soon, honestly, I think. We've got a rare Clavinat now, rare Fruit Fly as well. We already had rare Cantorel and a rare Zigrab, I think. I think we already had rare Hibbity Hop too. So that should be it. I think I just got this rare Stog. Yeah, I just got this guy. Here's our Owlesk, the one that's left. Yeah, that's about that. And then here I've been trying... Oh, we got double Fiddle now instead of just 1. But here I've been trying for rare Fiddle, because that's the seasonal for this island. And this can also get me epic... I have no idea what that is, but it can give me epic something. I don't know what combo this is. It might be epic ping pong, because, like I said, every rare and epic is out in the shop right now. So... Oh! That's a... Damn. That's a normal Fiddle. Damn. Okay. Do not need that at all. So, I would have... I think it's an epic... Ping pong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's epic ping... Or pong ping. Yeah, so include... Every rare and epic is out right now, including the fire expansion monsters, and that includes them being in the shop. But again, I'm not going to buy any of these guys at full price, because I don't think it's worth it. But, we got a third... Fiddle, which is third Fiddle, second Fiddle. Isn't that a thing? I don't know. Which is not useful to us because we already have 2 on that island. We don't need more than 2. In fact, we don't even need more than 1. But whatever. Might as well place them so he can make me money. Here we're trying for rare Clavavera or second Clavavera. Either one. I don't really care. Just having more would be good. But we haven't gotten it. We're not going to get it here. This is our last chance. And then other things. We have this rare Incisor. So I've almost bought a rare... Why does this guy have 0% likes? Oh, because I didn't want to spend... Okay, I'll buy this. At least. 25% at least. Yeah, so I almost have a rare version of a fire expansion monster on every... island, but I don't have one on Fairy Island yet. But there he goes, going... I just got this week with the current rare thing that's out. So before I got Clavavera, I got this on the very first try, which is really cool. And so I've been trying Clavavera since. Yes. Are these guys level 10? I made that guy level 15 really quick. Any other rares? Maybe... I think we'd seen all of this before. Maybe rare Uduk, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I've gotten very unlucky with Bone Island. So I don't think we have very many things to show here. And no repeats or anything to send to Magical Nexus yet. Well, let's head over to Magical Sanctum. You'll see a couple of other things. I don't even know if this was organized yet. Got Carolong here because it was out for an off-season, then it was out for the island feature, and now it's out, so we've got another one cooking up. I actually moved Carolong. I had 2 here. I moved 1 to Seasonal Shanty because I didn't want to waste time breeding it. It was part of an important breeding recipe that I wanted to try. So I said, well, since I have a second one already, I might as well move it. So I did, and now I'm replacing it with this one. Neither of these are Carolongs. I wanted rare Carolong and I did not get it. Here we've got rare Frondly, we've got rare Rorik, rare this guy, Deja Jin, Zister. I think we'd seen all of that before, but maybe not rare Fruit Fly. We do have rare Fruit Fly, which is cool. And got a backup rare Flute Fly and a backup rare Clacula. I don't know why I'm keeping these guys. You cannot move them to Magical Nexus from this island. Similar to how you can't move things from the Fire Islands to Gold Island. You can't move these to Magical Nexus. So I do not need them. I only need one copy of each, but I'm scared that Wubox is going to be added to this island soon, because it's getting to the point where that could be the case. I guess not. There's no epics of these, so I guess that's not true. It's very unlikely that... Yeah, I guess it is pretty unlikely that it would be coming out anytime soon. So I can get rid of these guys, but I'm just, I don't know, I'm hanging on to them for now. Anyway, let's head over to Magical Nexus, because this has been a big... I don't think we had anything yet. Maybe one thing. I think we had moved our Ruba here. But since pretty much every day for like a month or like a couple weeks, I moved a new monster over here, and so we've got every 1 and 2 element on this island now, and I actually love the song, so let's give it a listen. Yeah, it's a pretty sick song. It sounds really cool. This part is like crazy, the breakdown. Look at Echidna go crazy. Anyway, so that's how it's going on this island. I'm gonna start moving to 3 elements there soon. But yeah, I already showed you Paranormal Carnival. Over on Seasonal Shanty, we've got a lot of stuff. I haven't organized or cleared anything here yet. We actually just got a rare Punkleton while trying to breed Jamboree, and then I think we also got a successful Jamboree right here, which is really cool, because that's like the last monster, common monster, that I need to put on Gold Island, I think. I'm pretty sure that completes the entire Gold Island common thing. And by the way, just so you guys know, Jamboree is only available by breeding it on Seasonal Shanty. So I've had to unlock this first, then breed it in order to get it on Gold Island, which is kind of an interesting path to have to take. But anyway, here we've gotten Rare Fiddle. I actually got 2 at once, which was crazy, because I was like, oh, that must be Schmoochel. And then it turned out being 2 Rare Fiddles. Like, what are the odds? Because I was like, it has to be Schmoochel because they're both the same time. So there's no way I got a successful breed 2 times. But it was. The reason they were the same duration was because it was both a Rare Fiddle. So I placed them both down again. I don't need the second one, so I'll probably get rid of it. But I just kept it for now, just in case. Then we got our Blabbits here. Got a Punkleton. I'm going to have our rare Punkleton now, and then our Jamboree. And that is pretty cool. So we're doing good on this island. And oh yeah, Amber. I forgot. Amber. Okay. Here we go. So look at that. I mean, there's not much to explain here. I just placed them and did them. And they were tough. Some of them were really tough. We came really close to failing on Tuskski. Speaking of, I need to get this guy up to level 10. Because this guy was a big guy, and I kept missing days accidentally. So we came really close to failing there. But we did not. We succeeded. And here we are. And then we've also got Pong Ping here. Yelmet. I think I had a couple of these guys down already, but I don't remember which. Dromedary. Tiawa. So there's a few little things here. Yeah, we need 10 more to progress on, or 10 of those to progress on that, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're 1 away. So that'll be pretty easy. to progress on. And Celestial Island. I decided to do one Celestial because I was like, because every month I think they. Oh, whoa! What? What does this mean? What does this mean? Why are they keys? Why is the currency keys? I thought it was diamonds. I don't even know what's going on there. Either way, I shouldn't buy them because there's only 17 hours left, and then once that's closed, you can't do it anymore. Scaritar is the one that I have, though, right? So I think I have the baby Scaritar. Yeah, I do. I have like baby Scaritar, so I guess there's like the adult Scaritar. I don't know. There's like Ascension. I know that there's like Ascension. That's Galvana. Where is Scaritar? Is this him? Oh, it is. Yeah, see, that's not what the thing looks like. So I don't know why they cost keys right now. That's kind of weird. I thought they cost diamonds. But anyway, there was a point where it was on sale for 60%, so I was like, let me try it. Let me put it down. So then I did, and... Right. And then the window started. So it's not like... It's kind of like Amber Island ones, where you place it, and the window is not contingent upon when you've started it. It's just the window is the window, and you have to fill it within that time. So I placed it, and I had like 13 days or something to fill it, and I did it pretty easily. The hardest part was like 36 noggins and like 24 mammoths or something like that. That was really annoying to have to do, but I did it. So there you go. Either way, this guy makes me a random assortment of things, currencies every day. And last but not least, we are on the same tribe as we were, but they've upped it to 80 every week. I've been getting away with doing 70. 80 is really expensive. Like 200 or 300,000 shards, and I just don't make that in a week. So I'm doing 70 right now, and they haven't kicked me out for 3 weeks of doing 70. So I'm hoping that that's good enough for them. Today is the final day for this time. This guy's at 50, so I wonder if he'll get kicked out. 55 right there. Most people are at 80 or above. 183 is crazy. 90. But yeah, we get a lot of star power from this every week, and 20 diamonds every week. So that's really, really cool. But yeah, that's how we're doing on Tribal Island. And then last but not least, I actually did remember that we wanted to go back to Psychic Island and rush this and try one more time for Bookworm before we're done. But yeah, so as we do this, I'm very, very sorry that this happened. I really thought I was being responsible. Oh, last try. Last try, we got another Bookworm. That's amazing. Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, I thought I was being very responsible and keeping my videos on an external drive so that they'd be safe. Apparently, I wasn't being responsible enough. So I apologize for that. I really do. That we've lost so much footage. But here we are. I'm going to be recording every day, or, every time there's something important from here out. I am very sorry that I missed so much important stuff. But yeah, we're picking up here, and this is where we're going from now. So yeah, thanks for sticking around for a really long section. This will be the whole episode, obviously. I think I recorded for like an hour. So, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.